Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Marriage Mondays. So, today we're going to be talking about
building a future despite the past.
That's right. So, we all know that in any relationship, it may come with some baggage or it may come with difficulty, different experiences that the individual has affected the actual relationship, or, we're just talking about what we went through and the struggles that we went through and how we overcome that and how together we're amazing.
Yes. And so what I want to talk about is the past that a lot of relationships usually fall back on when they have conflict or a turmoil. They want to bash each other about their past or something like that. Yeah. My past, I had a previous marriage. I was marrying at very young age, which is 21, is young to me. But went through some rough patches, bunch of stuff that was, I would say that in the relationship and marriage I'm in now, it totally busts that up. That past relationship, it would fall over anything, and it eventually did after like 3.5, 4 years. And what's crazy, God put stuff in your life to help you learn and to help you grow and strengthen you to when you get later down in life, you understand why things happen. And a lot of times past relationships or past experiences are just, things that'll teach you for later down the road. Like, both of us, it helped me understand a lot more about marriages and a lot of things that you do together, not just by yourself.
Absolutely. Yes, and I know that so he was married before, and they were young and dumb, honey. That's all it was.
Oh yeah.
Young and dumb.
Oh yeah, young and dumb. And
so whenever I met my husband, his baggage was financial, credit cards up the end, and they had a whole lot of debt, and they had lived at like a place and then they'll up and leave, or it was just there's no stability, and it wasn't like he wasn't very trusting at all.
No.
Because of the what happened in his previous marriage, and and a lot of debt. But we have broke through that debt together.
Yes, we did.
And boom, yes. And now, hey, we're here. I know for me, my past is a little bit, it's in a different direction. So where he's been married or whatever, and they just went wow, with the credit cards or whatever. But mine was, I was actually in school, and then I got myself in trouble, and that trouble, I had to serve 5 years in prison. So I served 5 years behind bars. Now this is me now. This is like, I'm in the top 10% of my class. I'm homecoming queen. I'm doing my thing. I'm working 2 jobs, going to school, and then, hey, one situation, just one, and it was with family too. Now, so I'm telling you, it was a result of a family issue, but just one situation, my whole life just switched, and then for 5 years, I mean, from the time I was 22, 21. 21, and 21 to 26. I got 26 is when I came home, and I'm 36 now, so that's 10 years, thank God. But for 5 years I was incarcerated, and I was like, God, what am I doing here? Like, this is not me. This is not, but anywho, like my husband said, there's always a blessing in it. There's always a blessing in it. I kid you not. That's where my faith really grew. Like, I knew about God. You know, my mama told me about God. My granddaddy, he preached about God. But whenever you are like, boom, you're by yourself, and it's like there's nobody, you have no other like distractions. You don't have to worry about going to work. You don't have to worry about, you know, the kids because they wasn't even thought of then. You don't have to worry about none of that stuff. And it's just like you and God. And it's like, okay, now that I have your attention, Nina, let me talk to you. And that's how it was with me. And I began to read the Bible. I began to grow. I actually got degrees while I was in there.
Yeah, the theology.
Yeah. I got my theology while I was in there. I went to school for paralegal. I actually did paralegal while I was in there. And I love typing up motions and, you know, all the verbiage and, you know, made me feel super smart. But, yeah, I did that. I helped people get their GED while I was in there. I got in the best shape of my life while I was in there. Oh, gosh. I had, like, even though it was a bad situation, so much good. I have found out so much about me when being in there, you know, so much about what I want. So whenever I came home, I said, I have a plan. This is what I'm going to do. And I did it. I paid off all my debts. I saved up a lot of money. I had a list of how, what I want in a man. And I kid you not, to the T, God just gave me every single thing. And, you know, I didn't mention everything, but, you know, everything that I have mentioned, that's what he is. Yes. And we are each other's opposite. But I'm telling you, the past, all it is just shaping who you are. You know, you don't have to be who you were in the past.
No. And like I said, that what's crazy, that time frame of when I was 21, she was 21. I was going through some mess. She was going through some mess. Yeah. So God took us on two different paths to meet up later in life. And I keep telling her, I was like, we weren't supposed to be together until now. You know, we weren't supposed to be together then. You know, we keep saying, oh, I wish I would have met you then. No, you don't. You know, both of us say that, no, you don't. And it all worked out in the way God planned it.
That's right. That's right. So don't worry, whatever you're going through right now, this is just a test for your testimony. And you'll be, hey, on YouTube or sharing your experiences with everybody so that they know that they're not alone, you know. Listen, honey, I have served my time. I did 5 years now. 5 years. I was 21 years old. I was a kid, you know. But it's okay. I did my time. I am here now as a mom. First of all, as a Christian, as a mom, we just bought our second house. God has blessed us. They said that I would never ever have a good job. I've worked at 2 banks. I have, now I'm a hairstyle. I went to school since I've been home, and everything that I want, everything that, you know, I pray about it and we get it. I kid you not. Am I lying?
Yeah,
Everything that I want, I ask God for. I pray about it. I get it. Everything. There's no stopping your past. It doesn't matter what you've been through. It doesn't matter how many felonies you have, or it doesn't matter, you know, your different experiences, past addictions. It does not matter. It does not matter. As long as you have a determination and a will to do better, you know.
I was loaded with debt. Loaded with debt.
And now he was the one who bought the house.
I got the house.
Yeah, I bought the first house. He bought. It was his credit because the coronavirus. You know, I lost my job during the coronavirus, so I couldn't even do nothing. But he carries the mortgage on this house, and so so all that. I mean, we, you know, back to back, just knock it from the smallest debt to the largest. I kid you not. Listen, guys, budget. I always say on my videos, I know this is like off the topic, but life insurance and budget. Please get a budget. You don't know how much you're spending. You don't know how much you can save unless you budget. So I know that was off topic, but you know what? I'm stepping off my soapbox. And we just wanted to tell you, it doesn't, just encouraging words. It doesn't matter what happened in your past. All that matters is that, you change your thought process, change your mindset, develop a plan, and execute it. Execute it. Well, that's another edition of Marriage Mondays. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you for watching.